I learned upon my arrival that the publisher of the Kathmandu Post had been arrested, Kailash Sirohiya.
He's the chairman of KMG Group.
Exactly. Yeah. And that has sent alarms to me, and for many of you, no doubt. He is, you know, a respected media person. The charges on citizenship ground need to be investigated, but they should, and we repeat that, and I have repeated it to the officials I have met. Those charges do not require for him to be in custody some 3 days after the fact. He should not have been detained, and he should be released immediately. The fact that he has not yet been released, even though we were promised he would very shortly, does suggest that there may have been an attempt to intimidate him and his colleagues, and that it may constitute a form of retaliation for the independent reporting that they are doing. I want to highlight the, you know, the, how will I put it? How incredibly unsavory it is on the part of the authority to spend so much energy for one individual who committed a crime that really, if he committed it, is not harming anybody, while at the same time I have met victims after victims who are trying to get serious crimes even being registered by the police, even being investigated. The gap between what they've done for this media mogul versus what they are doing for common people is unbelievable. And that is why I think we need to really keep the pressure on. I know there are journalists in the room. I think this is a red flag. It's a warning to you all, and it cannot be permitted. So you are asking me what we need to do. In the case of Nepal, I think it's important to react with the strongest possible way to this kind of action and to really demonstrate to the authorities that you will not sit idly while your colleagues are being arrested. In the rest of Nepal, in the region, we also know that local journalists are being arbitrarily detained, they are being intimidated, they are not able to do their work. All of this create an atmosphere of fears. It does not encourage proper reporting, impartial, objective, professional reporting. It also has a negative impact on society. Because let's make no mistake, when a journalist is silenced, it is the entire society that suffers. Because your right to information is being denied. Your right to access objective information, investigatory reporting is being violated, and by extension, you too are being silenced. So the other thing that we all need to understand is that press freedom is a value that we should all hold very, very closely. That means, of course, journalists need to be professional. They should not be publishing things that have not been well investigated, and I know that sometimes it does not always happen. But whatever the circumstances, journalists should not be detained for what they are writing. There are other ways of addressing possible lack of professionalism, including through training and other forms of responses that are more self-regulatory than driven by the law. So that, to us, are some of the recommendations that we want to make.